Welcome back to Primitive Humans, where we resurrect the legendary stories of our species' earliest days. In our previous episodes, we witnessed how humanity first tamed fire, then forged the first weapons to hunt and survive. But now, with fire in hand and weapons on their backs, one vital question echoed through the ages. Where do we truly belong? Where can we protect this fragile spark of life we've kindled? Where do we truly belong? Where can we protect this fragile spark of life we've kindled? Today, we explore the story of the first shelter, the turning point where early humans stopped wandering and began building places they could call home. If you love epic stories of human evolution, hit like, subscribe to Primitive Humans, and share your thoughts in the comments, because every click helps keep our fire alive for the next story. Back then, home didn't mean walls or rooftops. Home was any place safe enough to survive the night. A hollow tree, an abandoned cave, a crevice shielded from the wind. Every sunrise was a miracle, a sign they'd evaded claws and fangs yet again. Even with fire and stone spears, humans remained fragile under the stars. They needed shelter, but no one yet knew how to build it, where to place it, or what it should be. Then came a brutal storm. Winds cracked like whips, rain fell like hammering stones. Fires died, meat spoiled, skin shivered, children cried. One group found a narrow canyon wall, shielding them from the worst of it. They huddled there, and survived. That's when it hit them. Fire wasn't enough. They needed a place to protect the flame. So they began experimenting. Stacking branches, tying vines, layering leaves and stone, and from this chaos, the first shelters were born. First, they built huts for the fire, then huts for themselves, one by one. Slowly, a cluster appeared, and then, a miracle. They formed the first village. Together they stayed warm. Children were born without knowing the roar of the night. The old passed on without freezing. Women found safety in labor. Men found purpose in return. For the first time, humans had more than survival. They had belonging. They began painting, not for beauty, but for memory. They painted beasts they'd hunted, people they'd lost, stories they wanted to pass on. The home was no longer just shelter. It became proof they existed. Built from earth and fire, the shelter held more than bodies. It held the soul of the tribe. No matter how far they wandered, they had a place to return to. They learned to choose higher ground, near water, far from predators. They built fences from sharpened wood, dug pits for traps, stored meat in cool rocks, hung it high beyond reach. From shelter came structure. From structure came civilization. Today we live in houses made of glass, concrete, and steel. But in every rooftop, every hearth, every gathering around a meal, the spirit of the first shelter still survives, a place to guard the flame, to tell stories, to stop fearing the dark. This story stirred something deep within you. Give this video a like, share it with fellow history lovers, and comment below. What makes a place feel like home to you? We'll see you in the next episode of Primitive Humans, when humankind dares to rise beyond land and begins its journey to conquer the sky.